No, it's my actions. Deal with it. And now out comes the second spirit of light of the 4 that are in this land. Yes, there's still two more that got attacked. We have to deal with it. Saving this one didn't knock out all the Twilight. It just knocked out the Twilight in Farron in the Farron province. Which is not that big, honestly. And Farron, ironically enough, looks like a giant ape. With a horntail attached to it. I think it's a horntail. No, it might be just a stinger. I don't know. It sure looks like a, sure looks kind of menacing, actually, for someone who's supposed to be on the good side. But, it's okay. And now Farron actually goes on to explain to you that you turning into a blue-eyed beast was a sign that you are the chosen one, and that the powers rest within you, and they are awakening. And the first sign that they're awakening, watch this. I thought this was pretty epic. Well, first off, hey, nice tunic, man. That looks familiar, doesn't it? Yep. In fact, Link at this point pretty much looks like the hero of time, except with a crappy wooden shield. And not many weapons, but he does look like the hero of time in this, so you can definitely see the resemblance, and it really does give you the vibe that you are, in fact, the hero. And also, the second thing I guess it's important to point out, obvious that the Light Spirit was correct in that because I returned light to the area where I was first transformed, I did in fact turn back into my human self. So you actually you will not stay the entire game as a wolf. That's silly. And now Farron tries to direct you to a dungeon with forbidden powers. Touched by any who dwell in the light. Yes, but then he goes on to say, but yeah, but we're in darkness, so you can go ahead and you can steal the power. Although, to be fair, he kind of acts like the weapon in the dungeon, or the power in the dungeon, which is a new weapon. He acts like it's the greatest thing ever. It's actually really overrated. Although it's really fucking funny what you can do with it sometimes. We'll get to see about that later. Because much I hate to tell you guys, this episode's probably gonna only go up to the temple. I'll start the temple in the next recording session. Yeah, I'm a chosen hero. What do you got? What's the problem? No! Shut up, bitch! I'd rather not. And there's a plane flying over the head of my house that's about to crash. Sounds like it's about to crash. Oh gosh. Oh, what? In a temple waiting to be rescued? No. My friends? I don't think they're... No, I don't know if they're in the temple, but... You know, maybe I should go check. I could possibly help the monkeys, too. Also, before you start fighting, Midna gives you a quick tutorial on explaining how to use the sword and shield, although if you played any Zelda game, you'll know how to use them. I mean, obviously L instead of Z, but... Or no, R is the shield, but, it's the same controls as Wind Waker, pretty much, with... Because they're both on the GameCube, so of course they have the same control scheme. Which I think is pretty cool. Keep a little continuity, because it works real well. Now, I have 125 rupees, so This is something I didn't mention earlier, but why was I getting rupees earlier with the out of the basement in my house and all that? Well, back in the light version of Fair Woods, when you talk to Goro, he well, first things first, you have to, because he locked the gate to the temple again. So you gotta talk to him, and he'll give you the key to open that back up. And then he mentions that there's a thick fog, which you need the lantern to go through, actually. And what you do here is, and see, that's why I said you need to talk to him, because after he mentions a key, he actually offers you a bottle of lantern oil for 100 rupees, which, you think, well, that's a ripoff. What do I need the oil for? Well, one, you will need the oil refill. You will, after getting through the fog, you will need it, trust me. And second of all, that is actually a separate empty bottle, so you now have two of the 4 empty bottles in this game. Already, yes. You already have 2 of the 4 empty bottles, my friend. That's incredible that before you even get in the first dungeon, you have 2 of them. Now, before you are able to go back here, you gotta go back to the cave. It's not any different, of course, now that I showed you the shortcut with the wolf. Kind of sucks having to go through the cave as normal, but not a problem. Also, by the way, that left path over there doesn't have anything important. That's why you're not seeing me take it. There's really nothing important over there. And I don't really care to go there anyway, because I don't need to stock up on rupees or anything of that sort anyway. Now, back in Fair Woods, the fog is still there. For some reason. Look at that, it's still there. It's like, what the hell? Well, the guy hinted that if you pull out your lantern, you might be able to get through it, which, you know, it's a reasonable thought. You probably could have thought that. But as you pull out your lantern, this fucking monkey jacks it. And starts waving it around like he won some kind of... He starts waving around like some kind of show-off. What's some monkeys... problem. I don't know, but I guess... Well, maybe I'll follow the monkey. Now, you're probably thinking, well, the monkey, you know, was after the kids and everything. Why is the monkey trying to help you? Well, again, remember that phrase, the boss went funny in the head? Maybe the monkeys were just asking for help. In fact, maybe they were, because the monkey steals your lantern, and now she's actually helping you get across the fog. Although, I hate the fact that they kind of force you to see this when... If you played the game before, you know that you can just run through with the lantern equipped and not have to worry about it. So you don't have to swing the lantern around like that to extinguish the fog. The monkey just kind of does it to be a show-off. Now, be careful, by the way, while you're walking through, because sometimes enemies attack, and when an enemy attacks, the monkey panics in fear, and you have to kill the enemy. You gotta kill it, you can't ignore it. Not that you want to anyway, because it'll nag the crap out of you if you try to anyway, so you gotta make sure you kill the enemies that are in the way. And keep this in mind, because the first dungeon may or may not play... This may or may not play a role in certain situations. Because, you know, again, I'm sure there's some monkey friends that need some help in the temple, too. See a random bat right there? Well, the monkey didn't even freak out that time. Yeah, see, sometimes a monkey actually kind of ignores the enemy, even if they're flying right towards it. Unfortunately, you can see right here, now there's a fucking Deku Baba. Whoa! And the monkey almost got bit by it. A little closer, buddy? Huh? Yeah? And can you be a little more careful there, Mr. Monkey? Now... What do you mean, come on? You come over here! See, that's the problem. You do have to stay right behind the monkey, and... She shakes her ass and shows off one last time. Walks over here, and then... And then she actually gives you your lantern back and runs off to the temple. However, remember when I said why you would need lantern oil? Well, first of all, pick up your lantern. This is why. no matter how much oil you have in the lantern before you do that part, the monkey will use every last ounce of it. So, you're gonna want to refill it. Like so. And, by the way, you don't need any more extra lantern oil in your, you don't need any extra lantern oil in the bottle now. You'll be okay. Anyway, oh, looks like nighttime's about to fall here. Yes, this game actually does have day to night. You know, it does have day and nighttime and transition and all that, and annoying cutscenes when you pick up blue rupees every time you save the game. Then it'll reload it. But it does have day and time and nighttime, and it doesn't play a factor right now. You can see Trill's back. It doesn't play a factor right now, and what the hell? There's a golden... Is that a golden wolf? Uh-oh. Wait, no, I was just wanting to go into the temple. What the hell? Whoa! Oh, great. Now this really scary guy who looks like a freaking dead Iron Knuckle or something wants to attack me. Ow. Or Dark Knight or something. He looks like a 100-year-old Dark... No, like a 1,000-year-old Dark Knight. And basically he beseeches you and basically says, you suck as a hero right now. Your power sucks. And even though the guy kind of makes fun of you, he eventually, I think, comes to his senses and realizes that, hey, you're starting a new adventure. Here, let me teach you some stuff. Now, remember earlier in this episode, in this, recording back when I was doing the energy field, I mentioned that it's kind of a finishing move. Well, I almost called it's the wolf's ending blow, but I didn't want to spoil the fact that that's actually the first secret skill you learn in this game. Which you knock an enemy down, then when it says finish, you do the master strike, I like to call it, where you stab the master sword into the pedestal. But instead, you're just kind of stabbing the sword into the enemy. This move is that move, by the way. It's also one of the most powerful moves of if you play as Link, it's one of Link's most powerful moves in Brawl too. Actually, I love when I get knocked in the air. I love coming back down and using that move because I can hit people unsuspectingly and launch their asses in the air. Pretty fun. But anyway, he gives you that. He gives you a hint that you need to look for the statues that have a sound of wind, that whistle in the wind or whatever, have some kind of whatever that means. And he also tells you that you have 6 hidden skills left. Now, you think, well, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you need those hidden skills. So don't skip those statues if you see them. And the first couple you'll see when you go into the other 2 provinces and turn into a wolf. You'll see them pretty easily, and you'll want to activate them. Anyway, so now that you have the ending blow, you don't need to do it on the Bokoblins. They're a little too weak for that, but now burn the web in. Here we go. Let's go in here. Let's walk up this pathway. Random bats. Fuck off. And oh man, what's this place? This is the Twilight Princess version of the Forest Temple. Our first dungeon of the game. And there's is that a monkey in a cage up there? Are you? Uh-oh. Looks like the monkeys in this dungeon not only need help, it looks like they're all kidnapped like that monkey was in the cage with Tallow earlier. Anyway, we'll start the Forest Temple in the next part of Twilight Princess. This is C Falcon Forever, signing off. See you guys later.